So today, last week I told you that we had a very exciting Friday this week, and I'm hiding one game that we're gonna watch today. But you see, there was 5 games of Hulik tournament, and today I wanted to watch few of them, but as you see on the webpage, there is not many games published yet. So I decided to choose the one that was live, that was on Shogi Live. And that game was between Kai-san, who had 3 wins, and Satomi-san, who also had 3 wins. It's a very exciting game of 2 leaders of Hulik tournament. And, well, let me just introduce the players, but I guess you know already Satomi for Crown, Joryu-Oi, Joryu Meijin, Joryu Osho, and Kurashiki Toka title holder. She's 27 years old, and, well, she's a legend, right? But on the other side of the board, we have Kai L.5dan, Kai Tomomi. She's 35 years old, but she's also very strong. She had few titles, and let's go. So the basic information. The game was played in Osaka because Satomi-san is from that part of Japan. What's interesting to know is that Satomi had 8 wins in a row. So Kai had chance to break Satomi's good stream of wins. And the Hulik tournament itself, there was already 30 people with 2 losses, so 30 people that were knocked out from the tournament. There was the Furigama, and Satomi-san was decided center. And let's see how it went. We know that Satomi-san is Nakabisha player usually, well, Furibisha player, but Nakabisha. And Kai-san was also thought to be Nakabisha player, but as we see, after Satomi-san pushed this edge pawn, which would be advantages in double Furibisha game, Kai-san decided to play Ibisha. So here we have the usual center rook versus Ibisha with this strange edge pawn, but I checked, there are some examples of this pawn. It's not bad, but could be one move waste in the future, could be. Kai-san had 12 titles actually. Not 12 titles, 12 times fighting in the title matches. Or 12 titles actually. 7 titles. But she fought 12 times for the title. So, really, really top professional player. So it should be a splendid fight for us to watch. Alright, the game went naturally. Silver development, 5-5 pawn, to not allow bishop exchange later. King going toward the left side of the board. Central look, king going, king, gold, king, pawn push, and you have to defend this pawn exchange. And here you see that Kai-san decided on either left side Mino or Anaguma. Satomi-san developed the left silver, and after few moves it became obvious that Kai-san is going for Anaguma. So there are a few ways to counter this strategy. One is the quick attack. After the pawn last push, silver go up. Next move, there is this kind of attack, and we have seen Satomi play this opening few times, but this game will be different. The other way, not if you don't want to go for the quick attack, the other way is to change your castle into high Mino and silver crown. In my case, I prefer double Anaguma. One of the reasons is that you see that the silver went back, right? In the future, there will be this position of 4 pieces Anaguma, So you have to keep this in mind of how to counter it before Gote manages to complete it. So either you fight it before it is completed, or you make some pressure from the top and attack strongly on the edge. Or there's also some possibilities of quick attacks on the third file. And actually it is recently very often played strategy to counter Anaguma with third file rook. There is cool information that Satomi-san went to the room at 9:45, but Kai-san went at 9:25, which I would say is very early, 35 minutes before the game started. So, pawn push, silver joins the castle, and here you see the unusual move. So some of you may know there is this shape called diamond Mino. There will be these 4 generals protecting each other, which is a pretty tough castle, but it might be a little bit weaker than 4-piece Anaguma. In that case, Satomi-san would have to have a strong attack on the left side. Let's see how the game went. So slowly, Anaguma also have to think of the attacking side. And here, when the rook goes up, the next move will be to threaten this pawn. So natural answer is to push this pawn and prepare the rook swing here. And so it happened. After gold move, Satomi-san moved the rook to attack this pawn. The rook defended, and here we see the beginning of the battle. Oh, and I see explanation for the 7-4 move actually. If you don't push, maybe there is the possibility of this kind of counter for Sente. And also this move allows either rook attack on this file or the knight development. So it same time blocks Sente and develops, it gives possibility of development for your pieces. They propose that maybe there is this kind of attack here, but maybe after this, I'm not sure if it's directly after this or after taking and pushing. Yeah, like this. There is this kind of counter. So maybe this is why this attack is not good, and Satomi-san chose to attack the rook directly first. Kai-san decided to go up. I think Satomi-san decided to first defend the bishop. Let's see what happens next if she doesn't. Say she plays this, maybe this kind of... No, it doesn't work, right? Yeah, I was wondering why she played this bishop early, actually. Usually after the pawn is pushed you can escape, right? So I wasn't sure. Anyways, she played this, and the Anaguma is finished right now. And what Satomi did was develop the knight to take this pawn and same time defend the 6-5 pawn push. I usually play Furibisha, and maybe I wouldn't have much confidence in this shape because the castle difference is big, but we're talking about Satomi-san. Let's see what kind of counter she will run. But here, because Sente played little passive move and Gote's Anaguma is ready, Gote decided to attack. So 8-6 pawn takes, and then this strong 4-5 pawn push. Pawn has to take, and the bishop gets activated on 5-5 square. One thing you notice is that because of these exchanges, now Gote has 1 pawn, so next she can attack the bishop directly. Therefore, Satomi-san plays the 5-1 pawn. And in this case, if the bishop would be attacked, she can promote the bishop. It's a little bit weird move because obviously you can take it, but it allows Sente to continue the attack, right? So Kai-san simply defended that move. And here they got into the lunch break. One professional player commented that at this point Ibisha looks enough, and the question is how will Sente make a move next is the main question of the game. So after the lunch break, Satomi-san played the silver 5-6. And here, if you would make exchange for the rook, or maybe even if you take it with the bishop, then you can protect those. I wonder. Maybe it's an option here. And the bishop looks directly at Anaguma while this side has only rook, right? So Kai-san decided that the bishop is more important than the rook in this case, and she retreated the bishop back to 3-3 square. And here Satomi-san played 4-4 pawn, and they explain if gold takes, pawn can promote, silver takes, bishop takes, rook takes, and you can see that the rook can run. And if bishop takes, I guess is the 5-4 silver, giving sent a nice attack. So bishop takes is the only move. And here, natural development of silver. Kai-san decided on 5-5 square. And here Satomi-san continues the attack, right? If Kai-san would take it, it would give some material, right, for Sente to attack, which we don't want to see. Therefore, Kai-san decided to move the gold to the side. The bishop looks a little bit dangerous, but for now it can be exchanged, right? If the rook runs, you can take the knight. If you protect the knight, you can take the rook in the timing, so the bishop is relatively safe. And here Sente has to continue attacking, so Satomi-san promoted the pawn. Silver takes, and she decided to sabaki the rook for exchange of the knight. And the silver goes back, rooks goes in, rooks go back. So here you can see that Gote has, right, knight advantage, but Sente's pieces are much more active. You can compare this rook to this dragon. Obviously the dragon is much better. The bishop is not yet very useful, but it has some opportunities to use, and Sente has this nice attacking spot on 4-3 square with the 4-4 pawn being supported with the silver, right? I see the comment. So obviously in this position, this is the threat. The Kai-san decided to move the silver, but the comment is talking about this kind of defense, and 8-3 dragon would be nice answer. For Sente, next 7-2 rook would be a very severe move. So they propose this variation. This would defend the rook, right? But before that, maybe this pawn push would be a nice defense. I really like this decision. The horse takes, then you can make a double attack, right? Yes, so in this variation, even though it seemed like Gote has this nice defense, this Tesuji allows Sente to get the advantage. Therefore, Kaisai decided that 5-2 pawn is not good, and she played the silver. So I have told you about the difference between rook and dragon. What about the bishop? You can see that next move, Satomi-san decided to activate the bishop by immediate exchange on 6-6 square. So it seems like the only good option is to take it. Let's say, like, if it escapes, maybe we have this kind of slow attack and Gote is in trouble. So she takes it, take it, and this nice bishop for Sente is gone. And what Gote has is this fork, right? So Gote had knight advantage, and now she exchanges this for a general advantage. In the comments, actually, they propose to take the silver because if gold takes, there is this silver drop, If king takes, probably that's the only option. Yeah, and of course taking this gold is also one option. So they said it's hard to choose, and probably Kai-san was she was spending 10 minutes, over 10 minutes to decide on this move. She played it after 16 minutes. One of the weaknesses of Anaguma is actually that all of the pieces, right, especially the left silver, join the Anaguma, which means they have no influence on the other side of the board. So sometimes it is the case that Anaguma attack is too thin and it will run out of steam. And this might be one of the strategies for Minokasu in this case, to take out all of the attacking energy of Anaguma and win by simply having no threat on the king. But let's see if this strategy worked here. Kai-san continues the attack with pawn drop, dragon takes, and 7-9 bishop. Next, if the rook runs, she's going for this attack, bishop promotion and attack from the silver. Therefore, Satomi-san defended it with the knight drop, which doesn't look so good as itself, but again, she's trying to for Gote to run out of attack instead of using the quality of the pieces directly. Here Gote promotes and pawn drop. Defended with the pawn drop, bishop drop, and you see that both sides are gonna take pieces here. And what I really liked about this game was this pawn push. It seems like Anaguma has no attack in this position, but actually this simple pawn push allowed Kaisai to continue attacking. If Satomi-san would take it, because the pawn is on 5-3, the lance drop is possible. The only defense is the knight drop, then the gold drop to 6-6. Rook attacks the horse, and horse moves back to attack the knight. So as you see, the Gote's attack is not gonna run out in this variation. Satomi-san therefore decided to take the lance, but it allowed Gote to take the 6-6 pawn with the horse. So how can we tell if the attack is gonna run out? The good way to look at the position is to remember the proverb that if you have four pieces in attack, your attack's not gonna run off of steam. So let's count, right? Gote has horse, she has gold, lance, and if she manages the pawn to work, she will have 4 pieces in attack. So it's almost that it's on the verge of like running off the steam, but it's still very dangerous for center, right? Alright, the dragon is very important, so Satomi-san ran away. You can see that there are many pieces, right, defending now. And here, and here, and here. So you might feel safe, but actually Kai-san dropped this nice Tesuji for 6 pawn. Horse takes 5-5 gold, and the attack continues, right? If the horse would go back, pawn drop again. Therefore here Satomi-san took the gold and tried to keep her position stable and dropped it on 5-6. The horse went back and 5-5 lance drop to seal off the horse. The Gote has no direct attack, so when you have no attack you should play a call move. And since Sente has a knight, next there is this nice 9 drop. So before that happens, she decided to save a move and defend it, right? And kind of wait for what Sente will do. If Sente attacks and will give pieces to Gote, then the Gote attack can continue, right? Because she will have 4 pieces. But this is the drama of Sente. If Sente doesn't attack she's gonna lose, right? If she attacks, she's gonna give peace to Anaguma. In this kind of situation, it's better to play a calm move again to make your situation better. But there is not many moves left on the board. This kind of castle cannot get better. So she decided to push the pawn and promote the lance here. And therefore, it gives chance for Gote to continue attack. 5-5 lance. Lance takes the silver. Gold retakes and silver drop. So what is Satomi going on in this position is she counted that this horse is far away, right, from this king, while this pawn is close to attack. So she counted that even if lance would take this gold, even if you take this gold, there's still a lot of defense left, so her attack is faster. So basically, this is what we call semi, so double attack, and Sente seems to be faster. And when you're faster, when your opponent is faster, you defend. So if the problem of Anaguma is also that the king cannot escape, so you have to defend it with all your might until the end. Therefore, better to defend now. Satomi-san didn't take the gold because pawn takes means there is no continue of attack here. Therefore, she promoted here next, threatening this pawn promotion. But as we said, this horse is very far away. So on the other hand, Gote can ignore it because if silver takes it, it also means it's going far away. So in this position, we are already in the speed battle. So because this lance is faster, we take it with the knight. But also another very good attacking sequence from Gote in this position. This lance drop is very painful because the dragon has to move and it will very directly attack the king. The dragon runs away, but it's being attacked again. It has only one square to go, and it's being attacked again while escaping from the attack of the promoted silver. I really like this variation when I was watching this game. It's one of the strategies that beginners have to remember. Attack. The easiest way to attack is to attack the critical point. In this case, we have the strong dragon. So keep attacking the dragon. Keep, as we say, Sente, playing Sente, taking the initiative. And here you have all the pieces, right? The lance was in hand, the gold was in hand, the horse was under attack, but suddenly the position changes. So it's a very beautiful variation. The dragon still has to run, and there's another pawn drop here. The gold has to run. So if you compare this position to this position, it seemed that Sente is safe, but through those 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 7 moves, this kind of pressure was made. So it was very beautiful variation from Kai-san. And the attack continues. She took the gold. Dragon takes it. Gold drop here. So yeah, let's compare it again. It's really amazing. Here we have 1, 2, generous in defense, dragon. But here you have relatively 0 defense. Only silver, right, is left here. Very beautiful. Sente has to attack. There is no way to defend. If the dragon would escape, we have this pawn promotion, complete attack. So what she does is go for speed, and this gold runs away from the attacking side. Gold is taken, gold retakes, knight drop. So attack the crucial piece, making the attack very quick. But Kai-san decides that her attack is quicker. And you can see indeed, if the knight would promote, after a few moves, this would be a tsume. So Sente has to defend. Satomi-san decided to protect the bishop, the bishop drop, but Kai-san takes the silver, lance takes, and this, as we thought, useless gold joins the attack, again threatening the bishop drop. The kings run away, bishop is being dropped, but the lance drop, it's pretty nice strategy, right? Drop where your opponent wants to drop. Here comes the rook drop. So who is faster? How about we think about this position a little? So Gote has 1-2 moves to win, and the question is therefore one move, and here Sente can do immediate check. But Sente has only 1 move to leave, so this check has to be symmetric, right? So I think most of you can see that unfortunately Gote still have this silver and this gold in defense. So even if Sente would drop some bishop on this line, this gold is protecting everything and it wouldn't be Atsume. Therefore Satomi launched the last defensive attack, a defensive move, trying for counter. She took the rook, the Gote took the lance, but in this move Satomi-san dropped the bishop, protecting the lance for a moment, and after Kai-san promoted the bishop back, she took the knight and she gained 1 more move by promoting this bishop here. So now the situation changes again. Kai-san moved the horse back, and this is Hishi this time. There is no defense because those two squares are attacked at the same time. And the final question is it Sume? So of course Satomi-san tried to play an attacking move, and she dropped the gold to 3-1. If the king would escape, of course it's 1 move checkmate. So taking is the only option. Satomi-san took it, king takes, and then I drop here. And I think you can already see king to 2. This actually isn't, right? And in this position, Satomi-san resigned. Therefore, Kai-san broke the winning streak of Satomi and landed in Hulik tournament on 4 wins, 0 losses, while Satomi-san got the first loss. The conclusion of the game, the post-game discussion, was actually less than 10 minutes. They didn't move the pieces on the board. They just talked about the position in their heads. And Satomi-san commented that the move 43 in this position, the knight jump, she already didn't feel so comfortable. It would seem to me, if the conclusion is short, it would seem to me that Satomi-san was disappointed with her game. And I wouldn't be surprised because she and Kai-san, well, I would tell that they are kind of rivals, right? As all the top ladies. So it's only natural reaction. So now I can show you the result of the game, right? You can see Kai-san won on that Friday. I hope I will be able to show you the other games. I actually took the Kiroko of this game here. It was a pretty interesting one. Maybe after they upload it on this official Hulik webpage, maybe I will be able to show you other things that happened this week. There was the Meijin tournament, Meijin title match. And actually, you know that Meijin takes 2 days, but the first game ended in Senjutsu on the first day, which was very it was actually the first time in the history that the game ended, that the Meijin Sen ended in Senshin on first day, and they had to repeat the whole game on the next day. It was pretty interesting game. I recommend it. And I think today you can watch, even if you don't pay for Shogi Live, today you can watch one game for free. You can check it on your Shogi Live. I hope you enjoyed. So see you next week and thank you for today.